Hi sugars, welcome back to our channel. On this tutorial I will be creating a 50th birthday cake for someone's mom. And so when I got this order, I was really delighted. First, because of the color combination they wanted for this cake. So I sprung into action almost immediately because it was more like an urgent cake. Just came up, oh, mom is turning 50. We'd like to do a small party from her for her. Would you give us a very beautiful cake? I'm like, speak no more. What exactly do you want? I sent out some samples and they told me which one they wanted and what color they wanted. And here I am doing what I know how to do best. So after baking my cake and they were cold, I went on to prep my cake that I had trimmed it, layered it, coated, and right now we're just adding our final layer of frosting to it. I've just fallen in love with cake decorating that I would do it over and over and over again. Sometimes when I'm not really satisfied because of the profit I'm making from this cake or from this business. That's not always like the primary thing. Of course, it's important that you work and then you see the money you're working for. But most especially when I turn around and look at the final product of what I created, I get so satisfied and I get so encouraged that, okay, Hannah, you can really do better than this. If you put in more effort, I'm sure you'll get to that place where you want to. And so I just keep going, I keep growing, I keep growing. So in today's tutorial I'm going to talk about something very little away from this cake but still about cakes. I have people I look up to a lot in this baking industry and I've followed them carefully, I've observed them carefully, and I've also watched them do cakes very keenly and then carefully. Sometimes the simplest things where you want to overlook is what they do differently from what you're doing. So let's say, for example, you want to put a circle on a cake and you choose to do a freehand or you don't choose to do a freehand. But with them, they will look for the smoothest thing that will give them the perfect circle. Once you put that up, that could be just the difference between what you're doing differently and what you're doing. So paying attention to the simplest things while you're decorating a cake says a lot about how that cake will turn out to be. And that's why if you look at me in my videos, I'm always very careful. I look at it from a distance. I come back. Is this cake okay? Should I move forward? Are you sure I'm supposed to move forward? Do I start all over again? Because usually I do not mind as long as this cake comes out just as beautiful as I wanted in my head or the client wanted or even better, right? So that is it, okay? When you're decorating a cake, when you're working on anything, just be very detailed, be very intentional about it. Don't be in a hurry to just, oh, they want to just, you just throw it. At the end of the day, you may like what you see, you may not like what you see, but you have to be deliberate about decorating a cake. It's like a full-time career. So be that baker that when people buy cakes from you, they will tell other people about it, they will come back, they will recommend. That way you don't even need a lot of publicity for your brand because the great job you're already doing speaks a lot about you. Alright, sugar. So back to this cake now. It's a false line cake they wanted. Okay, if you had guessed from how I started decorating the top part of this cake, and these are the colors they asked me to work with. Initially, when I started decorating this cake, the base didn't look like it. I was like, God, I beg. Is it the point where I get to start this cake all over again? But then after a while, the color became itself, oxidation came in, and then you see the difference right now and how beautiful this cake is beginning to look. At this point, I was like, thank you, Lord, that I had not ruined this cake because it was really an urgent cake. Okay, it's not something that I had time to prep my buttercream ahead of time for, but it was just really urgent, and I was glad I did this. So I've always said for my final smoothing, I usually go with my metallic smoothing scraper, sorry, because with that way you can heat it up and then you use it for your smoothing and it will give you that very beautiful appearance that you're looking for. So next we will be going into add some more details to our fault line. by adding gold dust to it. So I had my gold dust. I added some edible spirits. You can use vodka, but not really water because water doesn't allow it to dry well. They don't mix well with water. It does not give this nice stuff with water. Although water will still work, but there I tried water, it wasn't nice at all. So you need to use an edible spirit or a vodka or whatever that would also dry as fast as possible. And then very carefully I am just adding those details and then creating those neat borders around my cake. At every point I would always pause to check how this is going. Is it okay? Do I need to pause? And I think I've learned to tell myself never to be afraid of starting all over again at any point, just to make sure that my cakes are neat, they're beautiful, and to speak well of the brand. So here we are, I am done, and I was just really satisfied at how much and how neat it came out. And next we'll just be adding our final accessories to this cake. So it was for a mom I mentioned earlier, and so I added this mom topper I got earlier, and the 60th. Oh, I said 50. Sorry, it's a 60th birthday, not 60. I felt like it was 60. I'm sorry about that. And then I had this another happy birthday topper, mom. Happy birthday, mom topper. And so I took out the other mom and just went in with my happy birthday, mom topper. And it looks really cute compared to when I used just the mom alone. And here's sugar. This is the final reveal of this is what it was simple, elegant, and it was screaming happy 60th birthday, mom. Hope you like this tutorial, sugar. If it was helpful at any point, please like this video, share, comment, say hello to us. Let's know where you're watching us from. And if you're new on this channel, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, you guys, for staying with us. See you in the next one. Bye.